Hi, welcome to Mid-Valley Fellowship, or Experience Mid-Valley Fellowship. It's Tuesday night, so we are coming to you live once again to give you a little bit of insight into what happens around Mid-Valley Fellowship support programs. So I'm here with Rachel. I'm Jennifer Hutzel, and we are both facilitating lessons tonight. I'll be in the Clean Heart for Women lesson. That's a year one group. This is their second lesson in their curriculum. Clean Heart for Women is for women that are struggling with love, sex, or pornography addiction. So lots of relational issues there, and the lesson we're going over tonight will be on masks. It will be beginning to help introduce them to the concept that we all wear masks at different times in different ways to try to protect us in some fashion, and helping to bring to light how what masks they wear, whether it's spiritualizer mask or the happy mask, people pleaser mask, those types of personalities, and helping them to get to know, how does that show up in my life, so that they can start paying attention to that as they go through their journey.
So I'm Rachel, as she said. I'm also facilitating a lesson. The lesson I'm facilitating is in our Hope Together Year 2 program, which is a program for spouses of addicts or somebody who's going through one of these other programs. And we are also doing a lesson about masks similarly. One of the common themes with spouses of addicts is that they utilize masks as a form of protection against the pain and hurt that their spouse is bringing into their life, and so they utilize a mask as a coping mechanism that is a way of trying to protect them. But what the mask actually does is it keeps them from actually being known and actually healing. There's one quote from my lesson that says, "The very thing we are desperately seeking, unconditional love and acceptance, actually becomes unattainable when we put on a mask. The feelings of emptiness continue because only the mask receives the love." So like Jennifer said, kind of bringing awareness to what masks we wear, and kind of the first steps in trying to identify and then move past taking off the mask so that we can receive love to our cores. Some of the other lessons that we'll be going through tonight in other programs, we have our Clean Heart Year 1 for men. And they're going to be going through a lesson about the brain so that they can understand how the brain works a little bit more. And then the Year 2 Clean Heart men, who are men struggling with pornography or sex addictions, are going to be going over
Trauma.
Yes.
Yeah, starting in on a series of lessons on trauma.
And then we have another program, Mending the Soul, which is for men and women who have experienced sexual abuse or other forms of abuse. And they're going to be going over a lesson that introduces the concept of what is abuse, and kind of going over the different categories of abuse. So not just like the big traumas, but also the different forms of abuse that we might have through neglect and such things like that. And then our Hope Together 1 ladies, which are again wise in Year 1, are going to go through self-care and self-soothing. So when they're walking alongside their husbands, a lot of times they can pour all their energy and focus into their spouses, and so kind of teaching them how to take care of themselves and their own bodies. And then our last group is the Taking Back Ground group, which is for men and women who are struggling with unwanted homosexuality. And so this it's going into a second part of sort of the roots of homosexuality and starting to understand that. So those are the lessons we're going over tonight. We welcome prayer over as we facilitate the lessons and as we dig into the roots of all of these things with our participants. We have a lot of spiritual attack that can happen, and so we welcome the spiritual power of prayer protecting this space in the week. So we appreciate everything you guys do.
Thanks.